Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take a little break from the pregnancy content and show you my go-to makeup routine. I got a request on one of my videos to do this and I thought it might be fun, but I do want to say that I don't usually wear makeup. I really only wear it when I'm filming or for special occasions, but I'm going to show you the look that I like to do when I am wearing makeup. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I do is take some little butterfly clips and clip my hair out of my face so it's not in the way. There we go. Next thing I do is use my primer. This one is from Tori Bell. Tori Bell specializes in magnetic lashes, but they never really worked for me. But I do really like their primer. So I've been using this for maybe a little less than a year now, and I really like it. So I just put that on my cheeks, my chin, my nose, and my forehead, so basically everywhere. And then I just take my clean hands that I just washed and just rub that really well into my skin. I love primer because I have very sensitive skin, and when I am wearing makeup, I tend to break out, but the primer kind of helps to prevent all of the makeup I'm putting on my face from getting into my pores. Okay, so once that is all blended in, I like to take a dewy illuminator primer as well and put that just on the highlights of my face. I really like having dewy skin. I wear a lot of highlighter, probably more than I need to. Also, that was way too much, so I'm gonna have to blend that out. And I will usually just blend that with my beauty blender instead of my fingers. I find that it just kind of goes on a little bit smoother. Oh my gosh, that is so much. Look how much is on there. Also, this is clean. It's just stained. I really should be getting a new one though. Okay, so once that is on the highlights of my face and my skin looks pretty soft and dewy, I will move on to the rest of my face makeup. Now this next part is a little bit strange. I don't really think I've ever seen anyone do this before, but it seems to work for me. I actually take a powder bronzer. This one is clearly almost gone and covered in makeup, so you can tell that I used a lot. And then I put that on my cheeks. Don't worry, it's gonna look a little crazy at first, but I will blend it out. Just carve out my cheekbones a little bit. I also like to put it on my forehead. I have a pretty big forehead, so I like to make it look as small as possible. I'll also put it on my jaw because I just have a very round face, especially since I've gotten pregnant and I've kind of swelled up a little bit. I especially like to use this just to make myself feel a little bit more confident. And then I will also do it on my nose. I have got a big nose, so I like to kind of slim that down a little bit. I also love the look of a button nose, so I'll just kind of make a little circle right on the end. Now I'm going to take my damp beauty blender again and kind of blend that into my skin so that the lines are not quite as harsh. I feel like it's super weird to do your bronzer before you do your concealer or foundation, but I find that when I do my bronzer after my concealer, it always looks too harsh and too heavy, so I kind of like it to do it before, because then when I do add my concealer, it will soften it a little bit. My nose looks crazy. So it's not completely blended, but it's softened up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and add my concealer now. This is just the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. Obviously, I've been using it a lot. I do not use foundation because I think it just looks too heavy on my skins, and this one is pretty light coverage, but it's buildable, so I really like this one. So I just put that under my eyes, and then my nose, my forehead, and then I like to do it under my cheeks just to kind of carve out my cheekbones, and then a little bit on my chin. Now I'm just gonna go back in with my beauty blender and go ahead and blend that out. And this part usually takes me like 5 minutes because I'm definitely a perfectionist. I feel like I prefer, well, that makes my voice sound weird. I think I prefer doing my skin makeup over my eye makeup. I just think it's so fun to like make your face look nothing like your face. Okay, so like I said before, this concealer is pretty lightweight, and that's how I like it on the majority of my face, but I do tend to get pretty dark circles underneath my eyes, so I like to use a more full coverage concealer just right in the inner corner of my eyes. So I just take the Tarte Shape Tape, which is probably the most popular full coverage concealer on the market, and I seriously just put the smallest amount right here and right here because it's super full coverage and spreads really easy. It also dries really fast, so you kind of got to get in there and blend it real quick. But that just brightens up my eyes and makes me feel a little more confident that I'm not going to look super gray underneath. Okay, next I'm going to bake. I like to use the NYX translucent powder. I have very pale skin, so the white one just kind of works for me because I like to have really bright under eyes. So I just put that under my eyes. I also bring it up to my nose a little bit to kind of help with that contour. And then I will also put it underneath my cheekbones. I bring it all the way to my mouth, and then I just put a tiny bit on my chin and my forehead just to kind of keep that concealer in place, but like you can't even really see it. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave that on my face while I do my brows and my eye makeup. Okay, so I pulled you in a little closer. Sorry, you have to have such a close-up on my face, but I wanted to get up here so you can see how I do my brows. I just use a powder. It's actually eyeshadow. It's just kind of a darker brown color. I can show you the palette. I've literally had this probably for 5 years and I still haven't run out. I don't know where I got it. I'm pretty sure I stole it from my mom, but I just take a little angled brush. It's got some lipstick on there and I just go ahead and fill in my brows. Now, I don't like to like overdraw my brows. I kind of go where the hair is, but I do have really light eyebrows because my hair is blonde. So I really just kind of like to darken them up. I also love the look of dark eyebrows and blonde hair. Obviously, my hair is not naturally this blonde. I do get it dyed. But I like my eyebrows to be more similar to the color of my roots. Okay, they look a little crazy, but I am going to fix them with some brow gel. Okay, so this is just the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. I've had this for like 2 years and I still haven't run out. It's really great. Does a really great job of keeping my brows in place, and it's also like super cheap. As you'll probably be able to tell from this entire makeup routine video, I like to buy drugstore products because I've never really been one to spend a lot of money on makeup. There are just a few select items that I like to splurge on, but for the most part, I just get everything at the drugstore. Okay, I do like my eyebrows a little fluffier, so I'll probably leave them like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go in for the eyeshadow, just using my James Charles palette. I'm gonna start with this brown color and this pink color and kind of mix them together. Oh, hey, you can see me in the mirror. So I just like to put that right in the crease of my eye. Just blend it really nice. Don't ask me where I got this brush because I have no idea, but knowing me, it was probably like from Target or something. And then I am going to take this pink shimmery shade and put that on my lid. I just use my finger. And then I'm going to take the brightest white shade right here and just put that right underneath my brow bone. I usually actually do this first before I put any eyeshadow on, but I forgot. So we're doing it a little out of order. And then I just take my brush again and just kind of blend it all together. And that's the eyeshadow, pretty easy. Okay, I pushed you back because we're gonna remove the powder from underneath my eyes. I just use a big fluffy brush. This one is just by e.l.f. and just remove all the powder. Okay, so now we're gonna do a little bit of blush. I like to use this Revlon blush in the shade Naughty Nude. It's also got a little bit of shimmer to it, which I really like because it kind of blends a little easier into my highlighter. And then I just put that right on the apple of my cheeks. I like this blush because I feel like it's not too intense and it's easy to build up. So if I want a lot of blush or a little bit of blush, I can do that pretty easily with this one. Now, I have kind of created a little bit of a harsh line, so I'm just going to take that fluffy brush and kind of blend it out a little bit so it doesn't look so intense. You can see the difference between this one and this one now. And then I also like to take blush and put it on my nose so I look a little bit sun-kissed. Now this is my actual favorite part. I am obsessed with highlighter. I love my skin to look super dewy. And I really like this Wet n Wild one. It's in the color Blossom Glow. It's very pink. I just put that on the very tops of my cheeks. Ooh, that is so pretty. And then I put it above my lip, a little bit on my chin and my forehead, and then a little dot just on the tip of my nose. And then I bring it up the bridge as well. Now I'm gonna take my NYX setting spray. This is the Dewy Finish one. I love this setting spray. I've been using it for years. And I give a pretty generous amount, as you can tell. And then I like to take my beauty blender and very lightly kind of press that into my skin. And then I'll just let the rest of it dry on its own. Okay, and now after my favorite part, we're gonna do my least favorite part, which is mascara. I don't know why I hate mascara so much. I really just hate putting it on and I hate taking it off. And I hate the way it feels on my eyes, but you obviously can't wear this much makeup and not have mascara on, so it's kind of a sacrifice I have to make. So I just take the Lash Sensational Maybelline mascara. Before that, I was using the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, and I did like that one a lot, but I decided to switch over. This one is just a little bit thicker, which is better when you're wearing this much makeup. I've moved you in nice and close again. And then I don't really have any sort of technique. I just start at the root and make my way up. And I'll usually do 2 or 3 coats of this because I like my eyelashes to stand out. I'm actually going to do the rest of this off camera so I can use the mirror instead of my phone, just so that it will look a little bit better. Okay, so I just finished my mascara and I realized that I forgot to put some highlight in my inner corners. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I just take this really bright white color and put that right in the corner and blend it out. I feel like it just kind of makes my eyes stand out a little bit more. Okay, and the very last step is lips. So this is the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip something. I've had this for a really long time. I'm not seeing which color it is, but it's just pink. Now, I don't like to use too much of this because it is kind of a bright color. So usually what I'll do is put this on and let it sit for a little bit and kind of stain my lips, and then I will take a Q-tip and wipe some of it off. I'm actually gonna move you in close so I can get a better view. I like to overline my lips just a tiny bit. I do have kind of small lips, but I don't want them to look unnatural, so. And then I take, and this is one of my favorite products that I've ever owned, I take the Too Faced Lip Injections Lip Gloss. So you can tell there's like nothing left. I need to get a new bottle. I put that all over. It really plumps your lip up. I've seen a lot of products like this that are supposed to give you plumper, fuller lips, and this is the only one that I've ever used that has actually worked. Okay, and then I just take out my hair clips and I am pretty much done. So this is my finished go-to makeup look. It's pretty simple. It's like a soft, light glam, but I really like it. I've been doing it for years and I found that it just works for me. I like the way it makes my face look, and it's pretty much the only look I do when I need to have a full face of makeup. Sometimes I'll switch it up, make the eyeshadow a little darker, maybe even add a winged liner, but for the most part, this is pretty much it. I'll give you a quick little close-up of the skin. But yeah, this is it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see me again. I don't normally post content like this. It's mostly just pregnancy stuff, and then eventually that will turn into baby, mom, postpartum stuff. But it was kind of fun to take a little break and do something different. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, then maybe leave a comment down below. Or if you never want to see me do anything like this again, that's fine too. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I will see you again soon.